If you don't have respect for Natsu Dragneel after chapter 283 of Fairy Tail, I don't know what you was reading. So Natsu goes crazy in this chapter, and the whole time, the entire chapter for the most part, is Natsu's confrontation with Gamma and the entire Sabretooth Guild after what they did to Yukino in the previous chapters. I was just like, wow, man, Natsu gained so much respect with this. For the people that make fun of him and say, oh, all he gets is overpowered up stuff, he went crazy, he did not care, he went up against Gamma. But a couple of complaints I have about this chapter is two things. One is that this craziness was interrupted, and it's, I guess, appropriate so that the tournament can continue, because if Gamma would have struck Natsu in any way, they would have been disqualified, and then we would have probably never got, some craziness in the tournament with them. It probably would have been over. So in that aspect, it's like a give and take. It's like, oh, okay, it was stopped, and then at the same time, Happy getting captured is like this little cat, man. You just ruin everything. But it's, you can't really I guess get too mad, because again, it means that the tournament can go on with Sabretooth in it. But either way, I wanted to see this go straight to the end. And it was kind of funny that Gamma was cocky, saying, you're 100 years too early for your strength, and Natsu got a couple blows in on him, but he didn't look really damaged, though. I gotta say that. I don't know exactly what happened, more or less, but he didn't really look too damaged, because like after it stopped by, I believe it's Medneva, something like that, Medneva. It's basically like you see Gamma and he doesn't really look scratched, and I believe Natsu used like two different attacks on him. It was a dragon, lightning, flame, and a couple other different things. So he didn't really look scratched, so maybe Natsu really doesn't have no chance whatsoever against him. I'm not really sure. And the whole outcome of it getting stopped was like, it was like a flame that was burning bright and then suddenly just gets shut down, because like everything was just going crazy, and then for it to get stopped, I was like, oh man. But Natsu, I guess, did the right thing at the same time, stopping as well. I don't want to get too hot-headed now. There's a lot of people in there, they could take him down if they really wanted to. They could all jump him, but it was just crazy how even that one guy that Gamma sent out, I believe it was Doppelgon, something like that, he was taken out easily, and it was just like nothing. Natsu was going crazy, and they said right there, him taking out that one guy meant he was top 10 strong in their guild, as far as power-wise, and then him going up against Gamma, it was crazy. I'm glad that it wasn't just a beatdown, because a lot of people were predicting Natsu was going to go in there and Gamma's just going to hit him once and it's going to be over, and that certainly wasn't the case. Now, the fight was stopped, so we can't really say for certain that that wasn't what was going to happen, because Gamma was talking pretty, I guess, confident, like, you're 100 years too early, so we can't really say for certain that he wasn't going to get annihilated, but he probably would have, because simply this is a guild master, he's probably up there. It would take Makarov probably to take him down, but either way, I'm glad to see Natsu get his dibs in. It was pretty awesome. The ending thing kind of left me feeling like the Sabretooth guild members look like they're miserable, because when he's talking about, all I'm saying is treat your Nakama right, when Natsu's leaving, and I believe it's Sting at the end that says, oh, bond, something that we don't have in this guild. It kind of left me feel like they probably feel miserable. They would love to be able to be friendly and live like the Fairy Tail Guild. The Fairy Tail Guild, they all love each other. They're all laughing, all they all enjoying themselves. And in the Sabretooth Guild, it seems like it's just a really dark cloud in it. I mean, look what he did to Yukino anyway. So like anybody having fun that is gonna get him irritated, he'll probably hurt them and whatnot. So Sabretooth Guild, I feel bad for them. I feel as though it's possible, some weird way, maybe I'm completely off with this, but I feel as though it's possible for Gamma to change at some particular point, because he says something like, oh, we don't have any of these type of firecrackers or something. He said something along those lines when he was talking about Natsu and our guild. So it's possible maybe something radical could happen to change him. I don't think it'll happen, but it's definitely a possibility with that line. I forget exactly what he said, but he said something like, oh, we don't have any of these type of people in our guild, but he said it in a way, in my opinion, like, based on the following things that he said, like, it's kind of funny to him. So, you never know, maybe he could change, or he could be like previous guild masters that don't care and they're just evil. They don't care about any of their wizards in their guild and whatnot. So we really don't know, but I do think that is definitely something very interesting to see, like that the guild actually wants to be happy. They want to enjoy themselves and not just all brooding evilly. Natsu, beast stuff. I really wish it wasn't interrupted by Happy and that other girl, Happy getting captured and whatnot. But it's give and take. I want the tournament to continue. That's another thing. I want to see this tournament through to the end, even with that whole Zero revival or whatever they're trying to do. You know, that dark mage guy. So I want to see the tournament through to the end, but I wanted to see this finished. Natsu Beast stuff did a great job, in my opinion, of like, you know, going in, and it reminded me of Luffy from One Piece a lot, like not caring when it comes to Nakama. And he didn't even really know Yukino. It wasn't about Yukino particularly. It was just what they did to her. Like, it wasn't that, oh, this is my friend. Yukino's not his friend. It's just to see somebody treating their friends like that really upset him. And that reminded me definitely of Luffy from One Piece. And he was probably inspired by that, which is, you know, cool, I guess, whatnot. But that's the whole theme of Fairy Tail anyway, friendship and whatnot. So, Natsu, good job. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the tournament soon. Who knows? Maybe Natsu might go up against Gamma at a later point in the arc and whatnot. We'll, you know, just have to wait and see. What did you think of this chapter? Was Natsu Beast? Were you upset that Happy, you know, getting captured stopped this whole fight, or are you glad so that we could see Sabretooth in the long run in this tournament? And, you know, what did you think? Do you think Natsu had any type of chance against Gamma when he was punching him and, you know, going crazy in this fight? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a bit of response on this latest Fairy Tail chapter and the craziness that happened. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you want to see Natsu go crazy again like this one, because he was pretty badass. Natsu the badass Dragneel. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.